Well, I want to say hi again to all my subscribers and fellow toy train lovers. I just released a film yesterday of some of my favorite Alcos running, and I thought I'd give you some information on them. This is a 216 Burlington. It was only made in 1958. It has two axle magna traction, three position E unit, and headlight, of course, and front coupler. And it did not offer, Lionel did not offer a dummy A or a B unit for it. So this is all you got. I think it's really a sharp looking engine. Really enjoy it. Don't care if there's a B unit or not, or a dummy A. So then we ran my Lionel Texas Special. What you're looking at right now is the dummy A, and there's the motorized A in the front. You can tell by the lockout mechanism on the roof. And what I want to say about these, I just watched a very good film by Master Luke on Lionel Alcos. And for years I've heard people complain about these, that they saw them in the catalog and they had two axle magna traction and three position E units. Well, they did. They were made from 1962 until 1966. And the first 2 years they had the dual axle magna traction and the three position E unit. And let's see, that'd be 62, 63, 64, and 65. They had one axle magna traction and two position E units. And from 65 and 66, they had no magna traction, and I've got an old junker shell with a weight in the back, so I assume it was factory weight that was attached to the shell. So I assume that's what was to give it traction. So if you're at the train shows, or if you're looking at eBay for these are really sharp, beautiful units. I would be very careful to ask the right questions at a show. I can tell now by looking at the bottom whether they're magna traction or not. I used to hold a paper clip up to the wheels to tell, but the axles are thicker than the or wider across than the non-magna traction axles. So this is a 60 to 61, so it does have the dual magna traction motor. It does have the three position E unit, and I love it. It was given to me by my father, who, unbeknownst to me, when I was a kid, made out like a bandit helped this lady who her husband was a fellow elk seller home, and she wanted to give him the train set, and he said, no, I'll pay for it, but I don't think he paid very much. My dad was kind of a tightwad, but he was generous with his time and his experience, but not with his money. And of course, this has got a front coupler on it, like you see on the back dummy here. The reason I bring that up, because a couple of weeks ago, I had a lot of comments about this Canadian National, and this was made in 1960, was uncatalogued. It obviously has no front coupler, very nice front end, and some nice detail down here where the coupler was supposed to be. But it also has no, I can't believe the Lionel would do this. It has no E-unit. It goes forward only. And it has no magnet traction. It does have a very large weight. I think you can see the shiny round thing at the top that attaches the weight to the back of the unit for traction. And yesterday I ran this 228, which was released the year after the 227. Once again, uncatalogued, and has everything that the 227 didn't. It's got 2-axle magnet traction. It's got an E-unit, although it's only a 2-position E-unit. And it has a front coupler and obviously a headlight. So you look at these two and you think, gee, you could run these as an AA. And I think what I will do, just to be careful, I only need the one motor, which is back here on this A, have it locked in reverse, and I will get a drivetrain frame for a dummy Alco, one that his shell is broken. Remove the front coupler, place it in here. This one will push this one, and because it has the coupler up front, it'll be able to lash onto the cars and pull the train, all the cars. But you wonder why I bought this in the first place. I fell in love with the color. I saw it at a train show. It was on a table full of Alcos. An old gentleman from Reno had them. It was a train show in Sacramento, and he swore it was a good puller. And I thought, well, I'll wind up having to put another drivetrain underneath it. I never really did. if you see my other films and me pulling with this, it pulls quite well. But of course, this one pulls a lot better with dual axle magnet traction. And I recently acquired this. I don't know why eBay has gone crazy over these things. I'm attracted by the color. And I hear that Canadian National never made a train in this color. And I wouldn't know. I'm not from Canada. And I've only seen CP rails that are red and white, Canadian Pacifics. So I love this color. Same as this. It hasn't faded. It's in excellent condition. I got it for a very good price from an old acquaintance of mine. And he lives in Canada. I did not know he'd moved from California and moved up to Canada. So I added this to my collection of Alcos this week, and love it. Absolutely love it. Performs very well. So I thought I'd give you a little information on these. Oh, I should have added, this obviously did not have a double A, a dummy A, because it would have not had a coupler to hook up a train. This did not come with a dummy A or a B, and so that's why I'm going to run them together in conjunction. I'll have an AA unit, probably the only one out there. So thanks for watching. I hope you learned a little information. When you're at these train shows, like I say, always take a paper clip if you don't feel confident that you're going to recognize the magnet traction, and hold the paper clip up against the wheel and axle on whatever Lionel locomotive you're looking at, whether it be a steamer or not. If it has magnet traction, that paper clip will stick, so you'll know. The average seller on eBay, I don't think, has any idea what he's got, and the frames could have been swapped. These frames are all interchangeable, which most of you operators already know. It's one tiny screw on the back that you remove, and the whole frame comes off. The whole shell comes off. So it's about a 5-minute job to swap out frames, shells. So just a little, be careful, be aware of what you're buying. I wasn't always. But some of the lessons I've learned the hard way. So hopefully you won't. I'll pass it on to you. So thanks for watching. I don't know why I love these Alcos more than I do a lot of my steamers, because there's not that much action. The wheels and you don't have the smoke. They're just beautiful, and they're really fun to watch. And for somebody who has a small layout and pulls the smaller passenger cars, they're perfect for me. So, once again, this has been a big Lizard production. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.